Right, here we are for a second time on a Wednesday afternoon, early evening. It's the MARKLET. Yes, we could do with something a bit lighter and something to have a guffaw and a giggle at, I do believe. And she does seem to, well, she always obliges, doesn't she? She can't help herself. So what's she been doing? Come on. Diva behaviour, Meghan ghosting, what is it? Diva behaviour and ghosting. Well, we know that about her. Meghan Markle fell out with her A-list friends. That can't be right. What's going on? I mean, she knows Elton Bleeding John, doesn't she? And all these people. She knows Helen DeGeneres. Oh, she's up in the echelon. She is. Yes, she is. I think most people just make out they're on holiday when she bleeding contacts them. Sorry, hang on, I can't quite get you. No, my phone, I haven't got a signal. Bye-bye. One of them, innit? I mean, we all do it. Come on.
Fostered a strong
What's she
bond
done?
among its cast.
Right.
Yet, as a spin-off of Suits gears up for filming next month, many of the Duchess of Sussex's former colleagues and celebrity friends...
No! They're doing a spin-off and they ain't got the MARKLET in it. Doing the sexy scenes that nobody's watched or cares about. Oh dear, I can't believe it. Look how happy they all look together. They really do, yeah. When was this taken? So I just have a drink of water. I've still got that cold, and oh, yeah, you can hear, can't you? Where was this photograph taken? Because she looks sort of like over 42 there, doesn't she? Really, she really does, doesn't she? Oh, only speakers I find. I'm sorry, but you know that's the way it is. Let's go.
Who graced her 2018 wedding?
Right.
Reveal a stark silence
no one had heard
in
of.
communication with her.
Never heard of her.
Let's dive in. Once Meghan's on-screen love interest, Mike
Right.
Ross, Patrick J. Adams admitted to minimal communication with her,
Yes.
even expressing that he felt intimidated about reaching out.
Well, I can't see why that would be a thing for us, can you? Look at her, she's cuddly, she's very approachable, she's not in any way a diva, and she doesn't ghost people. So, yeah, poor old, I think you swerved a bleeding bullet, love. If I were you, I'd just go about my business and stay away from the MARKLET, my darling. Besides which, you look like you could be her toy boy, really, rather than anything, else. Anyway, let's go. What's going on? Oh, what's going on?
Happy pre-wedding sentiments. Their relationship
We're doing this.
seems to have faded. He has
There we
always
go.
jumped to her defence, but has complained of being pulled into debates about her.
Right.
When asked if he had spoken to Meghan ahead of this year's Super Bowl, Patrick responded, zero. No communication.
Well, yeah, no, but he did used to spend half his episodes with his tongue down her throat, so you can't really blame people for asking him about her. And, he tries not to talk about her because, well, I mean, you know, you would, wouldn't you? You really would. Yes, it'd be like, was it Peter that declared that they didn't know Jesus? Denounced him 3 times before cock crow. It's a bit like that with her, isn't it? Come on.
As the central figure,
She crows enough for a cock, doesn't she, that one?
Matt, who played Harvey Specter, attended Harry and Meghan's wedding and expressed his
that
honour
Fergie?
at being part of the celebration.
Oh.
However, any subsequent contact with Meghan seems sparse.
These are all the strange people that no one in Britain knew when they turned up at her wedding. Oh, that we paid for. Oh, I know now. They're from Suits or Sluts or whatever it's called. Oh, there we go.
Gabriel carefully sidestepping questions about her from the media.
Don't blame them.
Ahead of the Golden Globes, Gabriel was asked what it would take to get Meghan to appear in the remake. He swerved the
couple
question.
quid. A blowy.
When Meghan departed Suits in 2017,
Right.
Rick, known for his portrayal of Louis Litt...
Well, when you say departed, I think you'll find that her character was written out, wasn't it? In other words, she got the old heave-ho. She got the elbow, yes. They handed her a rather large sack as she left, or something like that. Go on.
Equated it to losing a piece of their heart.
Oh.
He attended the royal wedding
Yes.
and broke the no mobile phone rule to explain why he was caught pulling an unimpressed face during the ceremony.
No one cares.
While Rick shares nostalgic snapshots from their filming days,
We were all
there's been
pulling
no
that face.
public rendezvous with Meghan since.
Yes.
Fondly recalling Meghan as more of a sister than a colleague, Sarah Rafferty, who
God.
portrayed Donna Paulson in the
Really?
legal drama, spoke of the honour of witnessing Meghan's wedding.
Right.
But 1 year later, in 2019,
Yeah.
Sarah hinted Meghan was no longer a big fixture in her life, saying how super busy her former co-star is these days.
Yes, thankfully for Sarah Rafferty. The truth is that Sarah Rafferty's probably a lot more busier than her, but she's being polite, wasn't she, really? They all loved her at the time, and then they all worked out she's a proper bleeding madam. I was going to say another word.
Tight-lipped about the Duchess since then.
Yes.
Often shutting down questions.
Tight-lipped
about Meghan,
indeed.
and has not been pictured with her.
Shame she didn't take a Leave out of your book, darling.
Torres, who played Jessica Pearson,
Has
said she has had a great time and enjoyed Meghan whilst working with her on the show. Gina attended the royal wedding and was even named among the best dressed guests.
Oh, really?
However,
Okay.
their friendship appears to have dwindled post-wedding.
No shit.
Saying she's no longer in touch with Meghan.
Oh.
Last month, when asked if the
Can't
Suits gang
imagine.
had messaged Meghan to join them at the Golden Globes,
Right.
Gina admitted, "We don't have her number,
No.
but she'll be happy that we're here."
Oh, glad she'll be.
Although not a Suits cast member.
When you say she'll be happy you're there, find happy. Because if it's to do with throwing crockery and probably screaming her head off at Barry, then she was proper happy. Go on then.
Serena Williams
That's
formed
Serena
a close
Williams.
bond with Meghan over the years after first meeting in 2014.
Right.
Even going on to throw Meghan's baby shower with Amar Clooney in 2019.
Right.
However, recent
kiss
events
definite.
such as Meghan's absence from Serena's baby shower
Uh-huh.
and Meghan's choice not to
Oh, she did make a push for it, didn't she? She was a sort of construct of some sort of Mickey Mouse services that I don't really want to say too much about. And she had everybody set up like veritable Bobo dolls, yes, to aggrandise her even more than she does it herself. She's the biggest self-aggrandiser this planet's ever known, really. I'm just trying to think of somebody that more self-aggrandising. Well, I can think of one chap, but I don't want to say his name because obviously he was very unpopular in the 30s in Europe. And he was quite self-aggrandising, wasn't he, when you think of it? There's a few others. I think Pol Pot was as well. He was a bit self-aggrandising. General Pinochet, maybe Mussolini. He used to like muscles, you know, lots of muscles. He was a big flabby old thing himself, but he did like muscles or whatever. Yes, he did. Yeah. Shame they didn't poison him with them. Anyway, so we're back on the MARKLET. Don't stray off the bleeding subject, Gertie Rudess. Come on.
thank Serena for her appearance on her Archetypes podcast, despite
that she is old and she still looks older than 42 there.
At a potential rift between them.
Right.
Initially one of the closest members of Meghan's inner circle, Canadian stylist Jessica Mulrooney's friendship with Meghan reportedly
Let's not talk about Jessica Mulrooney.
With Meghan appearing silent after Jessica was accused of white privilege in 2020 during the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, well, that was
Jessica was not mentioned in Harry's memoir, Spare.
Actually, she should have come out and supported her friend because she was proper stitched up. It wasn't what she meant, but they chose to take it the way they chose to take it, and they cancelled her friend. She did literally nothing. But this is from a girl that her dad had a near-term, whatever, life-ending heart attack. Didn't do nothing. Then had a stroke, similar, almost potentially life-ending. Didn't do nothing. So, I mean, ghosting Jessica Mulrooney, I mean, it's just part of the course of this whole thing, innit? It's old horse.
And was notably not interviewed
bloody old clothes horse, innit?
Six-part documentary in 2022. Formerly close confidants of the Duke and Duchess, couples...
I must say she did... Oh, look, there's the Beckhams. Oh, I love the Beckhams. Oh, I love Victoria. She's posh, you know. Yes, she is. She's very posh. Anyway, yeah, where are we? Let's go back on the Meg Light.
Beckham and George and Amal Clooney seemed to have distanced
he used to be good looking, didn't he, old George?
Duchess. Things turned sour with the Beckhams amid suspicions Victoria and David were leaking stories to the press, leading to...
Well, no, they weren't, but what happened was that Harry was very close to Beckham and Victoria, and obviously, you know, an arc, they get you to break up with everybody, don't they? So we all know that what that was about. And she got her own way because now the Beckhams don't talk to Harry, which was her raison d'etre to start with. So it's a tick, tick, tick to the MARKLET. Go on.
Tense phone call.
He's a bit handsome, isn't he? When you think of it.
It's now said that a makeup is unlikely.
Right.
Whilst George and Amal Clooney, who also attended the wedding,
they don't like her either.
Once invited the couple to their Italian holiday home.
Yeah.
Seemed to be closer to King Charles.
Oh, can you even imagine? Fancy being closer to King Charles III than she is to the MARKLET. Them two. Honest to God, they've got no taste whatsoever. They're very uncouth, you know, aren't they? Yes, they don't care about the MARKLET, do they? Oh, who'd have thought that could happen? It's surely not. Can't be right. Must be a mistake. I bet you anything George Clooney really wanted to marry the MARKLET, but he'd already towed up with Amal, so he was sort of stuck with her. Well, that's probably what the MARKLET thinks, because that's the way narcs think. Every other bloke is just with some random woman because they had to put up with that woman because they're not really with them. That's the way they think, don't they? Yes, and if the cards have been different, the times have been slightly altered. Yes, for want of a better reason of Amal. Yeah, she would have been married to the George of Clooney. It's like Elton John, he would have been married to the MARKLET as well if he wasn't, you know, LGBTQ, XYZ or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it's the way they roll. It's the way that all narcissists roll. Everybody is only with other people because, well, they can't be with them or some other BS. So the Marklet has ghosted everybody. That's no big surprise, but Talk TV thinks it is. So here we all are again. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I might be back later because I might do something else. I'm in the mood, you know. Anyway, bye-bye now.